Yo, what is up guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall channel, your source for on point and no hype reviews. We are back yet again, everybody. We're back with another fragrance review right here, guys, on my day off. And today I will be talking about a designer fragrance. Yes, we're gonna talk designer right here. I know that there's a large part of this channel, a lot of you guys want me to talk about designer scents and give it like a no hype treatment, just like I do the niche ones or the clone ones. Now, this fragrance is the latest release from Hugo Boss, and it is popular nowadays because it seems geared towards the fall winter season, and it is getting cold out there. So today I will be giving you guys a full breakdown of this latest designer scent. Now, before I continue, please do not forget to like and subscribe, guys, okay? Liking, subscribing, and watching the ads is a great big deal to this channel. Guys, we just hit 18,000 subscribers. Yes, we just hit that milestone. And so thank you so much for your support, guys. I mean, definitely, I know that it's never ending. We are gonna hit 20K without a doubt and beyond. Thanks to all your support. Thank you for everything. And the fragrance that we'll be talking about today is the latest designer release coming out of Hugo Boss. This is none other than Boss Bottled Elixir. Yes, Boss Bottled Elixir. Now, first and foremost, I gotta say, I do not know anything about the other Boss Bottled flankers, okay? I do not know anything, the OG or the flankers. And that makes this review fair and on point because I'm really not gonna compare it. If the other ones were great and this was kind of meh, I'm not gonna do that. I'm really gonna talk about how this fragrance is and what you can really expect out of it and why is it hyped nowadays, given that it is the fall winter season. And first and foremost, let's look at the bottle because the bottle kind of sets the story up, don't you think? I mean, the bottle is dark. It's got this woody, ambery look to it, guys. That kind of sets up the story right here of this fragrance. Now, big question about this fragrance is, what does this smell like and what kind of total experience can we get as we go along with this fragrance? And is it really a masculine or feminine fragrance? Is it kind of like a unisex fragrance? And of course, we'll talk about the performance and the usage of this. Now, let's go spray this thing right now. Ooh. Okay guys, now let's talk about the latest designer release from Hugo Boss. This is none other than Boss Bottled Elixir, folks. Now, first and foremost, I do want to thank a good friend of mine, Jared Miller, one of the GOAT decanters in the game, for sending this sample over, as well as the Gucci Guilty Elixir sample that I will review down the line, guys, okay? Now, this fragrance, the opening is, mucho amazing. You know, it is great. It is so masculine. The opening notes of this fragrance has cardamom, frankincense, as well as the early appearance of chocolatey patchouli. And every time I smell that chocolatey patchouli, I think about how the bottle is like this dark brown bottle, and it really makes sense that this is in there in the beginning, guys. And this opening is very masculine, okay? It's very masculine. It's slightly sweet from cardamom. You know, you've got the cardamom spice, slightly sweet, but mostly woody. You know, we've got patchouli, even the frankincense, in my opinion, does lend like a woody part in this, but it's got this woody, spicy, slightly sweet intro that is very masculine to begin with, guys. And I know that you guys see frankincense in there and you're probably wondering what's up with that. What is up with the frankincense? Is the frankincense somewhat churchy here in this fragrance? No, absolutely not. Matter of fact, the only way you can really smell that frankincense is if you spray it on your wrist and you go really close and you smell it. That's the only way. But the frankincense actually provides a dark, smoky, woody feel to this fragrance, still overlapped by the combo of spicy cardamom and chocolatey patchouli, guys. Okay, so this combo, I gotta say, to me, it's very wonderful. Everyone around me, even the guys, I was like, hey guys, what do you think of this fragrance? The guys were like, oh yeah, I like it. It's pretty masculine. And this will definitely appeal to those that like dark masculine scents, but with that slight window of sweetness, that slight little sweetness to give the mainstream right? To give the mainstream some love, okay? There's a little bit of that sweetness to make that happen, guys. And again, it is woody, it's chocolatey patchouli, it's spicy cardamom and slightly smoky, giving that dark nature, guys. But again, still very mainstream lovable, something that I really expect out of Boss anyways. Also, along with this really nice masculine intro, comes a beautiful aura scent. Some people actually say that it's really powerful, but to me, this is an aura scent. This is the exact sillage that I actually like. It's gonna grab the attention of people around you, definitely will leave a scent trail, but also because it's slightly sweet, spicy, and dark and woody, there's definitely that draw-in scent that comes with it. So again, for the guys, that's kind of like a win because you've got an aura scent that becomes a draw-in scent as well. Now, here's something that I'll bring up about this fragrance that maybe other reviewers aren't really bringing up, and that's, you know, the designer versus niche thing, because a lot of people say that this one here has niche quality and that there's no difference between a designer and a niche scent, okay? Basically, people are bringing up the facts that designer fragrances, well, these companies do other things, and the niche companies just do perfumes. I mean, this is definitely so far from the truth, because when it comes to designer scents, there's a trend. And when it comes to niche perfumes that really are more expensive than this, there's a trend as well. And with this amazing designer scent, what you'll really see here that's common in other designer scents is that A, it's an impactful start, and B, that it's actually a blend. It's a continuum. You can't just look at the notes and expect some sort of transition within 30 minutes or an hour. This one right here already has the patchouli come in as early as 5 minutes of spraying this fragrance, and because you've got vetiver, the vetiver basically just reinforces the initial start of that well-blended frankincense, okay? So it is a spectrum, and it does last quite a while smelling like this, guys, okay? So that's another thing. With niche, they actually change gears within 30 minutes to an hour. And you know, that might be a good or bad thing. Some people say that's suppression, basically stopping the gratification of sweet notes with other heavier notes. You're not gonna get that thing here, okay? What I like about this fragrance is it doesn't play games, you know? It doesn't, you know, mess around or F around or go in different like tangents before you finally get what you want. With this one right here, you get what you want in large doses in a very nice continuum that will last for hours and hours. So again, that frankincense, it's not churchy at all. It definitely mixes in, and it's already masculine to begin with. So once the smoky vetiver that also has kind of like a woody, earthy profile right here really works, because now it's a continuum in the mid with the patchouli, still with that sweetness right here, that chocolatiness that goes into the mid. And so yeah, it is a beautiful blend that continues for hours and hours. Now here's a big question, Troy, how long does this combo go and how strong does the aura scent go? Okay, so this combination, in my opinion, plus the strong aura scent goes up to 9 hours. 9 hours, folks, no lie, 9 hours. And I guess that means strong to other people, but for me, it's more consistent. You know, it didn't get any weaker. It was really, really nice for 9 hours. And so that makes this fragrance a nice transitional scent. You know, it's not just gonna be like a nighttime date night scent that's gonna last for maybe like 4 hours. This is a fragrance that you can actually like maybe start your afternoon with, wear it already, wear it as the sun goes down, and then even heading into the evening as you go to dinner, you can wear this fragrance as well. Maybe an outdoor dinner in the cold, you know, a little bit of a nice alfresco dining right there. I think that this will work perfectly because, again, it gives you the same exact blend, that beautiful blend of patch, of cardamom, of smoky vetiver or incense going into vetiver for 9 hours, guys. And it takes 9 hours before this fragrance goes into a lingering scent. Isn't that crazy? Okay, it doesn't go into a lingering scent until the 9-hour mark. Now let's look at the base notes of this fragrance, the dry down phase that pretty much, like I said, happens on the 9-hour mark. Again, you've got a long coverage of that beautiful blend that you'll like in the beginning. Anyways, on the dry down, you've got labdanum and cedar wood. And the big question is, does this fragrance go ambery? Okay, because the thing is, this fragrance, like for the 9 hours that you'll be smelling this, is so masculine. It's so masculine. It's so like kind of mainstream, lovable masculine. And so to me, amber can actually mess that up. That was one of my big like things. I was like, oh, amber is like a really unisex, like especially if you're going into the honeyed amber, it might like wreck the whole deal. But let me tell you that it does not in this fragrance. The dominant part of the dry down is still going to be your woods. The woody notes, the dark woody notes. These are going to be really your strongest part of the dry down. The labdanum is only slightly sweet, carrying the torch of the cardamom and carrying the slight sweetness of that patch and vetiver. That's what it does. That's the only thing it does. But this labdanum is very much embedded into the dark woods of this fragrance. Therefore, the circle is complete. Okay, I mean, to me at least, the circle was complete. I was like, man, thank God it didn't go super ambery, because really what I wanted was a very masculine fragrance that had a little bit of mainstream love out there, and that's precisely what this fragrance does. And you know, for a lot of y'all that are looking for that, you don't want any surprise switches, I think that you will like the whole composition of this fragrance right here. Ultimately, I like this fragrance. As a matter of fact, this just motivated me to try out the other Boss Bottled releases, because a lot of people are saying things that are great about that series as well. But this one specifically for the fall winter season is really, really great. The performance, can't say nothing about the performance of this fragrance. And much like other designers, again, these fragrances don't mess around. I mean, these are sold in the counters of Macy's and Sephora. They're all about first impressions. You know, they gotta get you to buy them. And, you know, you're not gonna buy them if, you know, they're going to suppress or subdue the gratification from the first spray, okay? This fragrance from the first spray smells masculinity, smells fall winter, slightly sweet, like I said, for the mainstream, and it's gonna give you a very nice impact. And you know, good job to Boss for doing this, because that's what it does. Okay, great impact, great first impression, great price at $100 or even less. I mean, gosh, you know, that is so cheap and it's so affordable. So, I mean, hopefully you guys got your Sephora points or something. But anyways, great scent, like I said. If you want to try this fragrance, hit up my boy Jared Miller. I think this scent is an amazing masculine scent, 10 out of 10 for the fall winter season. And the pricing is great as well. But let me know in the comments below what y'all think. Is there something I missed right here, or do you guys not like this fragrance? Let me know on the comments below, guys, okay? And I'll definitely review, like I said, Gucci Guilty Elixir very, very soon. The decant was also sent by Jared, my boy. And, you know, a lot of people are saying that that fragrance is kind of different, you know, definitely unexpected. And I sprayed it once, I wore it once, and I gotta say, I definitely agree with you guys, okay? So until then, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for 18K. I'll see you guys on the next video. God bless, take care. Peace.